Uh, you worked in quantitative finance in your early part of your career.
Yeah,
That's very interesting. Tell us about your initial career journey there, and
yeah,
did you get to apply any causal methods?
yeah. I did. So post PhD, my first job was actually in an economic consulting firm. It's called Cornerstone Research, and what I did there was we worked with legal clients in trying and to work on trying to quantify, let's say, economic harm, right? So let's say you have some sort of class action lawsuit wherein the investors of a company are let's say suing a company because they made some false disclosure, right? Maybe if we talk about medicine, right? Maybe it's a pharmaceutical company and they made some disclosure about, they have a new drug on the market and it has this really, it cures cancer, right? But when this information came to the market, it was then disputed and then the stock price dropped, right? And then now these shareholders are not happy, right? So the question we were asked is like, what is the harm? What is the damage done to these shareholders, right? And this is essentially a causal inference question, right? Because you have this observed outcome of this false disclosure. You want to know, okay, if this false disclosure hadn't happened, how would the stock price have trajectory? Sorry, what would the trajectory have been of that stock price? Right? And the difference between what actually happened and maybe that inferred counterfactual about the trajectory is the effect of the damages, right? So, I worked on these types of questions, and this is essentially causal inference, right? You want to figure out what happened, but you don't observe. Um, so that was, I guess, my first, let's say, real world application